Hello, welcome to Lookie Loo Crafts. I'm Candace, and today's intro sign was created by Nonna Grace and decorated by me, Candace. Okay, so I had a request on how I made my ruffles, right? Okay, so long overdue, but I am getting to it. Okay, so you need some lace. I happen to be using green today instead of pink, and a piece of paper. That's the wrong end of the piece of paper. I'm cutting out these two lines just because I only need a small piece of paper. Okay. So what you do is you take your lace, whatever kind of lace you're using, doesn't matter, and your needle, which mine is right here. Now on the other one, I used an embroidery thread, embroidery cotton, which is fine. I want a contrasting color on this one, on the last one, and this one is going to be small, and it doesn't matter what color thread I use. Okay, there we go. So what I'm doing is, that was a terrible knot. I'm going to take out another piece. Just give me some working room. So this lace is a little big, so all I did was turn it over on the bottom like that, and then you know, kind of about the same. I kind of used the bottom of the flower as a guide, you know, so just along the bottom of the center flower there, if you can see that. So I just turned it over. And because this is a netting, I just put a little knot in it at the end to give it a better hold. And I probably got the wrong needle here. My needle's a little big. Okay, fingers, help me out here. It's supposed to be a quick little video. This should not take long at all. It's very simple. Okay, so I got my knot in. That took way too long. I got it folded down. And now all I'm doing is running this string through the middle. And I've got, I don't know, can you see that much needle? So it depends on how big you want your ruffle. I just want a small ruffle, so I'm going that much. And I'm going to try to stay with that much as I go along this ruffle. I'm going to try to stay in the middle. And I'm just going in and out, and it's called a running stitch, if that's important to you. Okay, so I got some above my needle. Oof, the mailman scared me. Go get the mail, sweetie. And you just pull it up tight. Now I only need a little piece. So I kind of measure it as I go to see how much I need. Bring the mail. Come on, bring it. She's looking at me like, am I going to get a treat for this or not? Come on, bring the mail. Bring it. Bring it. Go get the mail. Get it. Go get the mail. Oh, you got it. Okay. Go get me some more mail. I'm sorry. Gotta do the mail thing. My mail comes in the door, and my little doggy gets it. Come on, bring it. And sometimes she takes it to my son, but my son ain't home. So I have to go hunt it down. Come on, bring Mama the mail. I'm just getting this little bit that's bunched up at the end so I can see what I'm doing. Come on, go get it. Get the mail. Get it. Get that mail. Get that mail. Get your mail. Get it. What's the matter with you today? You're having a brain fart or something. Come on. Oh, look at that. I got a surprise from California Karen. I wasn't supposed to get it till tomorrow. I got it today, Karen. Thank you so much. I will do that next. Thank you. Oh, okay. Here. There you go. There's a pet. Here, you want a cracker? There you go. Good job. Good job. There you go. So sorry. I'm going to get this done sooner or later. Okay, so I have to keep pulling it tight and stretching it out because I don't know exactly how much string I need for this tiny little piece. And I want it to look the way I want it to look. So you just play with it till you get it to look the way you want. Okay, so I want a little bit more. Okay, so let's see if I can get it down. Now the playing begins. You gotta hold your string. And maneuver your lace up and down that string. Like that. Okay, so this is about where I want it. And so I gotta tie it off. And I'm still gonna be able to maneuver this lace. And I may have it just a tiny bit too long, but that's okay. Okay, let me pause you for 1 second. Sorry. Okay, so sorry. Alright, now I'm going to cut it. Don't cut your string, you'll undo your work. Now this is just a tiny little piece. And I want that ruffle to be, you know, kind of pretty. I don't want it to be, it's dummied up on the end here, which happens. So I gotta burn it. I'm gonna burn this in too. Don't burn it too much, it'll be black. Okay. So there we go. This is my front side. Now the string is showing, but that's okay because I'm just gonna glue it right here to this thingy. And then I'm gonna get another one. And put it on the other side. But this is all I did, all up and down the sign. I just put the string in there and then I just squished it around until I got it the way I wanted it. And on this tiny one, it don't have to be perfect because I can move it around as I want it. And I'm going to cover up the string. If you don't want your string to show, then you use the same color string as your lace. There. See, it's about the same. You know, if it was long, you could see it better. Okay, so I got this piece of paper, and the piece of paper is where I'm going to put the glue. I'm going to try to get my strings, I want it straight on the end, on each end. So now I can maneuver it up and down the string as I want to. And I'm just going to glue it to this piece of paper. Or you can staple it. If you'd rather staple, you can staple it. I know this was a small example, but really it's such a small thing to do. And you want to make sure you put your knots on the bottom and put your piece right there. And now you can mush it in the middle and move it up and down that string as you want it to ruffle. See, that looks good to me, so I'm done. Now you just put a clamp on it and wait for it to dry. Now, you don't have to use a piece of paper, but I use the piece of paper just as a guide. Give me a little base. Okay, so that's about where I want it. I don't want this end to stick. And I could have just as easily used my paper clip, but I didn't use I was using something different when I did the other one, so I wanted to do it with a paper so that you can see how I did the sign, which is the exact same thing, only this is much smaller and a different color ribbon. Now I'm going to do this again. I'm going to put another one on this side, and that way they'll be two together and I'll have ruffles on each side. And you might be able to do it, but without folding it, and then have something down the middle. But this side is scalloped, where this side is not really scalloped. It's not the same. So that's why I folded it over to make it smaller, to fit whatever size that you want. And now I can put another piece over here, and I'll have a double scalloped little small piece to put on my paper clip. And I like green and pink, so that's why I chose pink. I mean green and pink. Okay, that's it. Just that little ruffle was what you was asking about. And this was for Sharon of Connection of Lives and Interests. And I'm sorry, Sharon, that it took me so very long. And I hope that this, you know, helped you out. It's just a simple run and stitch through a piece of lace. And anybody can do it. Anybody. You don't have to sew. Now this needle, you see that needle eye in there? It's super big. Yeah, it's super big. So it's probably the wrong, it is absolutely the wrong needle for the job. But, you know, sometimes you go with what you got threaded, and that's what I did. So, but normally you would want to use a smaller needle. Like a regular short sewing needle with a tiny little hole. Like that. So that's what I would normally use. But I don't want to take the time to thread the needle. First, it's just a tiny little project like this. Okay, that's it. I hope this was a good video. Okay, that's all I can think of. Do as the Lord would have you to do, and I will see you on my next video. Alright, bye-bye-bye.